So today's video, we're going to talk about the top 3 ways to get freak nasty.
Freak nasty.
Yeah.
What are we talking about?
Well, let me start off with thing number 1. Okay. Have you lay face down.
Okay.
April. So April. Mm-hmm. Now you're face down, so the mic doesn't work. We're gonna do something super crazy that I've done with, if you've been watching the Facebook Lives, on people with bad meniscus injuries. And I'm gonna do something exactly the same, because if I palpate down, her calves are super tense. You see that?
Yeah.
Super guarded. And then right here, super guarded. And so when I wedge these guys in, and I do it I would say in a sensual way. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Not too fast.
Not too fast.
Not too slow. Right. And then how deep do I go, April?
As deep as you need
As
to.
deep as I need to go. That's right. And you know how I know I got deep enough?
How do you know?
It's because when I put my hands on your body, April, guess what?
Relaxed.
It's relaxed. God, does not feel good. What if we faced every relationship like that? And that's what we're going to talk about today. Thing number 1, how to go as deep as you need to. Thing number 2, how to make sure that the job is accomplished. Because I don't know if you know this, April. I wrote a book called Get Paid and Get Laid.
Yes.
And in that, I quote the statistics of women not having orgasms. It's high.
Like what, 75%?
It's pretty high. I don't remember what it is exactly, but it's pretty high, which tells me that maybe people aren't going deep as they need to. And maybe they don't have the indicators of how to know that they got there.
They don't know the hot spots, I think.
They don't know the hot spots.
Yeah.
And, you know, it's an embarrassing thing for a guy, right? Because you got to admit, you don't know. Either A, I can't go deep enough. I'm a small man. I'm a small man. You think I haven't had to have that question?
Well, I don't know. Hopefully we're not talking micro penis. I was looking that up.
Well, you know what? Lesbians have clitorises. That's a micro penis in itself. And they know how to get it done. I don't see I don't see lesbians not having orgasms.
True.
So, in fact, we used to go to, this is a health lecture.
Health lecture.
We used to go to Mexico with a group of friends, and we would go down and we'd go to these all-inclusive resorts, which for people that do drink, it's a great thing.
It's a deal. Yeah.
It's a sweet deal.
Yeah. Unlimited
Unlimited alcohol. And so it's irresponsible not to drink all day.
Of course.
Yeah.
Especially if it's all inclusive.
It's all inclusive. You pay for it.
Yeah.
It's actually, I would say is stupid. You need to poison yourself excessively. And then I always make the best decisions when I poison myself excessively. I don't know about you.
Do you? I don't make the best decisions.
You don't make the best decisions?
Especially when I'm poisoned.
Oh, no?
No, not at all.
How do you for me, when I look at best decisions, I think of did I have a really good story afterwards?
Okay, well then I have lots of good stories. All the stories are good.
Yeah, all tons of stories.
The intoxication part wasn't, but the stories attached to it.
It's not good.
Pretty funny.
And that's where life is hard, right? It's like you make the bad decisions, you have a good story, but we're not supposed to make the bad decisions.
Right.
So then how do we come up with entertaining stories instead of just being boring people?
That is a good question.
That's what we're going to talk about today. Top 3 ways to be freak nasty. Okay. Okay. So April, you are a person that doesn't poison yourself excessively anymore.
Correct. I'm in recovery.
You're in recovery
from drugs, alcohol, substances, no mind or mood altering anything.
Nothing. You had surgery though.
I had surgery, yes. So I did have some stuff.
Okay.
While I was under.
And you guys are a little that's a gray zone, right?
It was very much. It was a gray zone. It was a slippery slope. I was scared for my life.
Right.
Like honestly, because I was feeling the old April, you know.
The old April comes back. How fast? How fast the old April?
Just like that.
Yes.
Just like that. I was
I
was arguing with the nurses and the doctors because all of a sudden, I'm the doctor, you know,
Yeah.
and I'm the professional, even though I'm in there getting care.
Yeah.
So.
You've given them money to take care of you. And now all of a sudden.
Now I'm going to tell them what to do. Now I have a degree that I don't have.
Which is kind of like a funny thing, right? Because it's and this is for me, I get confused sometimes because I don't go to medical doctors because I'm not going to listen to them, right? So that in essence is kind of a root description of an addiction person is that they put themselves in scenarios and then they just want to argue, right? It's like, why are you talking to these people?
Right.
Right.
Right. Very true. Yes.
Which is interesting. So then what else? What else did you notice?
Well, so because I am honest and I tell all my doctors, including you, that I'm in recovery. So that's in my chart, right?
Yes.
That I'm a drug addict in recovery.
Right.
And so then I noticed the nurses start, trying to, hold out on the pain medication when I just had this extensive surgery, breast reconstruction. And I
whole thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because double mastectomy
from
breast
cancer.
Yes.
Yeah. So they made new boobs. So and a tummy tuck. So we took out fat. We removed skin. So I have a scar from hip to hip. And so you get treated when you have that in your charts that you're a drug addict.
It doesn't. It's never like a positive thing, is it?
Not at all.
No, it's like they're like you can almost see their expression as they're like reading,
as they're reading the notes, their whole face changes, their attitude towards you changes.
I bet you're going to ask for more drugs, aren't you? Yeah,
basically.
Bet you are.
Yeah. Yes.
Bad human being.
Yeah.
Okay. So then you then want to fight with them about this.
I want to fight with them. I want to tell them what to do. And, just the under the influence April was just there, which is negative Nancy. I should be resting, but I'm up.
Right.
I'm flailing around, and then they sent me home with the Dilaudid.
Oh, Dilaudid. Oh, you
which I say Dilad don't. Dilad did. No, Dilad don't. And the behavior that came back was triggering to my whole family. Like I was literally supposed to be sleeping, sitting down, and I'm like up. What am I doing? I'm in drawers. I'm moving, shuffling around. Incohesive.
Right.
And my whole family was, up in arms, upset.
Yeah.
Mom, go to bed.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
You cut them though. You're like, what do you say back to them? You come mess with mama?
I don't know. I don't know. I looked at my son and I was like, hey son, let me have a hug. You know?
Yeah.
So.
But your husband though, he's telling you what to do.
It was bad because he got mean. I think seeing that old behavior.
Well, that's the thing is like that's indicative of like a male's trying to assert control, right? It's like I'm gonna tell you what to do.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do it louder.
Well, at the end of my addiction, we were going to divorce.
Wow.
Oh, for sure.
Wow.
And so.
What changed that?
Well, I made a decision.
What was the decision?
That I wanted to do different with life.
Like, I mean, he was part of the equation too.
He was. He didn't have to be though.
He didn't have to be. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. So he decided to hang on for the ride.
See, I always liked Raphael.
Yeah.
Because he's like a good man, right? And
loyal.
I think, not a fucking liar.
Right.
Right?
It's like, too much of a truth teller.
Right.
Like in the most harshest way.
And I love that about him.
Get your shit together.
Get your shit together. Well, and also, like, let's look at the honesty. Because, I mean, really, like, you guys went through some stuff.
We went through a lot of stuff.
And so it's like he could have just as easily been like,
all the excuses. Yeah.
I made a promise to marry you, but you know what?
I breach of contract.
Breach of contract. But instead he's like, I made a promise.
Yeah.
And I'm doing it.
Yes, because if the roles were reversed,
right,
and I found out that he was prostituting while we were married, I would have probably divorced him.
He's a strong man. He's a good man.
Yes, he is. Yeah. Anyhow, so so with him being reminded with this behaviors, he got mean.
Yeah.
And he was at home on medical leave, supposed to be my caretaker.
Right.
And
he's pissed.
But he was pissed.
Yeah.
He was pissed.
Because you're all high.
I was high, yeah. One of my friends who's in recovery came to the hospital, and she never seen me like that. We only know each other in recovery. And as she's leaving, she hugged one of our other friends, and she goes, that bitch is high as fuck.
Yeah.
And
that bitch is high as fuck. I think we need to call people on that more often. Like, someone's making bad shit. This bitch is high as fuck.
No, it was, and so I scared a lot of my friends. They brought meetings to my house.
Because you've been sober for 7
years? 7.5 years.
7.5 years. Yeah. Wow.
Yeah. So the fact that I came out of that.
It's pretty remarkable.
Yeah. Nothing short of a miraculous.
Yeah. So did they do like a little mini intervention during this whole time, or did you come to it yourself?
No. So what it was, the medication was being dished to me by my husband. So I never had full control over that.
Okay.
I switched from Dilaudid to something else, and I came back, So no, it was just my support system just coming in, reading literature, like, remember you're in recovery. Remember you're in recovery. So that's what happened. And I just have a community around me.
Wow. Yeah. That's really what it comes down to, right?
It really does.
Because there is a whole community of, it's okay. it's just they're prescribed drugs.
Yeah.
So it's actually that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, the doctor prescribed them, so they know what they're doing.
Right.
You're being managed by a professional.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
And there's a whole community that's supporting that bullshit
all the time. Yeah.
all the time.
Yeah. When I was diagnosed with cancer, I could have had anything I wanted.
Right.
You know.
Wow.
Anything I wanted.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Oh yeah. Anxiety. What do you need? Benzodiazepines.
Yeah.
Narcotics.
Right.
What do you want? Anything to make you comfortable.
Yeah, fully covered too. Insurance covers it.
The big C word, cancer.
Right. Yeah.
They give you all the dope you want.
And you chose not to.
I chose not to.
Wow.
I did a little bit as needed. It was a battle in the brain.
What was the as needed? What did you do?
So certain on chemo days, when I'm getting the poison put in me
Poison,
for hours and hours.
It's a lot of poison.
A lot of poison.
Yeah.
You know, I did a little Ativan.
Yeah.
Little
What does that mean?
Ativan.
Ativan? Okay.
It's a benzodiazepine.
Okay, just to chill out the anxiety. Okay.
Right. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. But that was like, do I take this? Do I not?
Yeah.
You know, the question is, don't. You don't want to take any of it because as a woman in recovery,
Well, as soon as you have the option, now it's like your mind is just going.
it's a game, right?
Yes.
With your whole
Yes.
self of, you know, I have this excuse,
Right.
but I'm in recovery. So it's like a battle of,
And no one's going to feel negative about you if you do
Right.
it. No one. That's
Right.
the thing is like when you're in recovery and you don't have the thing,
Right.
it's like there's only negative,
Right.
right? What everyone's going to say that was bad, but like when you have the big C,
the big cancer.
yeah, it's like everyone feels bad for you.
Exactly.
That pity is a real bitch.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. So that was a battle of the mind and
Yeah.
honesty, self-honesty.
Yeah.
I know what drugs, I know what it's going to do to my body. I know where it's going to take me.
Yeah.
It's going to take me low. Homeless low.
Homeless now. You've been there.
Been there.
You've been there.
Prostitution low.
Yes.
Low.
Where you don't no longer consider yourself to even be a person, but a object to be sold. That's low.
A shell of a person.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
Not even a human. Like who's there?
Yeah.
You know, it's not even me.
Because
the authentic me.
from what I've heard is like there's with this exchange, because in the Dominican Republic prostitution is super common. In fact, it's like we ended up when we were looking at the DR, we actually our first area we were attracted to was Cabarete, and the reason why was because it was like expat communities, like really nice, a lot of European influence, and we're like, okay, that's really good. That's kind of where we want to be, have our kids, and then and there's this other end that's called Sosua, that's like it's like a prostitution hub, like all the people from New York that come down for prostitution, that come down for girls.
Well, sex is big business.
Well, yeah, exactly. And being a good man isn't.
Right.
But
a
it
lot
should be.
less common.
Yeah. And so then we're like, well, you know, we want to be in Cabarete, but then as God's perfect plan worked, we end up being in Sosua.
Oh,
And we're like
okay.
15 minutes from Sosua. And so now we work in these communities where we actually help women get out of prostitution.
Nice.
And really what it comes down to is this simple, and by the way, thank you for your honesty and like being vulnerable, because right now it's like there's a stigma of like prostitution. Oh, that's really bad. But OnlyFans is better.
Right.
It's like, okay,
Yeah.
it's still the same thing. And from what our conversation has been, in my understanding of neurology, is that it's like when someone's brain is so stuck in survival mode,
Right.
that literally they are no longer even
In control.
or alive, right?
Either.
Their body's shut down, they're numb, and they are simply
Hijacked, I call it. Your brain is hijacked.
Yeah, that's well said. That's probably the best term. Yeah. So for you, that coping mechanism didn't, and I think of we were talking about like modalities, right?
Yes, healing modalities, absolutely.
And I only think there's actually one healing modality, and that is the power within our brain and its ability to communicate with our body.
Critical.
Right?
Yeah.
Everything else is simply a coping mechanism, right?
Yeah.
Because it's like, okay, this makes me feel better, so I can get through this thing. And that's where I appreciate this honesty in this conversation, because you just demonstrated something that so many people have really struggled with, which was, okay, you used a coping mechanism to get through a really bad situation, and then you took on the tools to then improve your healing between your brain and your body.
Yes.
Can you go check that?
Yes. I'm going to turn that off. That's terrible. Okay. Yes.
You're good.
Yep.
So let's, if we can, do you remember, so cancer, boom, really bad. And by the way, this whole time, how did you stop yourself from getting into the place where you're like, life is just fucking me.
So fuck it.
Yeah.
Just the case of the fuck it.
Yeah.
Because, well, I know that I have a purpose. And there's no way I'm going to go out like that. Like, I'm a fighter. Like, I'm not going to go out to cancer or to drug addiction.
Yeah.
Heaven forbid something happens and I'm, dependent on this drug and I can't survive the whatever, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So for me, and then being the best example for my children, yeah, I have to change the course. We talk about like generational curses or whatever.
Right. Yes.
Because addiction is strong in my family.
Yes.
And so,
as it is in majority of African-American families. Yeah.
Huge. And so for me, I have to break that cycle. I have to break the chain of bondage, whatever we got going on. It has to.
Right.
It has to stop with me.
Has to stop with you.
It has to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And you got a man, Raphael, that's strong enough to
support
you, but then also like hold you
to
the standard. Yeah, right?
I can't stand him for that. But yes, I can't stand him for that. But, he will let me know, just straight up, what are we doing?
Yeah.
So I can't stand him, but I appreciate it.
Right.
Because sometimes people just co-sign your bullshit.
Sometimes?
A lot of the time. People co-sign your bullshit and they don't tell you the truth of the matter.
Right.
Right?
Right.
Like with your healing modality. Do people really know
I don't have a healing modality.
No, but chiropractic work. Do people know?
Let's go face down. Know what? Know what? What are they?
Do they know that this is about connecting the brain to the body?
Well, and here's the thing that's interesting, is that what I found, so feel this guy here,
Yeah.
tighten up again here, is that when people are in a guarded state, a coping state, they don't hear anything. In fact, we've actually measured the brain activity with EEGs, and their temporal lobes actually don't process auditory information. So have you ever found yourself in a situation where you're like, explain, and then what they heard is something very, very different than what you said?
Yes.
You ever notice that with your kids?
Yeah.
Or like when you're in an argument with somebody, big breath in, and all the way out. Oh. And so what I've had to struggle with, because like this has been a common theme within over the last like 5 years. It's like during the pandemic, it's like at first it's like our stance was, you have the ability to stay healthy. There's no reason to be afraid.
Right. Oh.
But that's not what people heard.
Right.
What people heard was, anyone who doesn't wear a mask is a Trump supporter that hates minorities and is racist and a bigot and a misogynist. That's what they heard, right?
Yeah.
They didn't hear my words, right? And so it didn't actually matter. And that's the thing, even like with our conversations that we've had and the conversations with the girls with the torn meniscus in their knees. And it's like,
they can't hear you.
well, yeah, correct. Yeah. And like my thing that I repeat back to them, like, I'm not healing you. I'm just connecting your brain back to your body so you can heal yourself.
Right.
Like, you're relearning how to heal yourself. Yeah. And more importantly is every adjustment, it actually activates the higher centers of our brain. So you get to remember that you were made perfect by God. Yeah. Like, you don't need to be told anything. Like, you just have to remember that you were made perfect in the image of God. In order to do that, we got to turn on that neurology. Yeah. And so that's been the biggest thing that I found. Is like, I do this a lot.
But right? Is anybody listening?
No one's listening.
No,
So Shay Brenneman who's watching right now.
So funny. Well, so I came to chiropractic because I had a crooked spine.
Yes.
I did not know that there was way more to this.
Yes.
Until you started explaining. I listened.
Yeah.
I heard.
Yeah.
Like, okay, wait. Connecting the brain to the body.
Yeah.
So this is about more than just getting my back together.
Right.
This is about way more.
Yes.
And then I witnessed it. I experienced it.
Like a whole not dying thing, right?
The whole not dying thing.
Yeah, not dying thing. The biggest correlative factor someone's going to die from cancer, get cancer, or die in their treatment is if they have a good HRV, which is only directly affected by chiropractic care and yoga.
Yeah. So the whole time during chemo and radiation, I came and got adjusted.
Yes.
Even more so.
Yeah, it was like 3 times a week for the whole time.
Yeah. And if I got sick, I'm coming in. Hey, I'm sick. I'm going to come in.
Yeah.
So I can get adjusted.
Yes.
Because I know I'm going to get better.
Right.
Faster.
You get better faster.
Yeah. And after you had that experience, you know what the truth is.
Well, it's easy to have a belief system, right? And that's the thing. It's like people say, like, "Do you believe this?" I'm like, I don't believe
it's not about believing
anything. I just understand.
Yeah.
Right. And well, maybe it starts with the belief system, and this is where I sometimes hurt a lot of churchy people's feelings because it's like, I'm a believer in Christ. I was like, oh, really? So do you call out snakes that are poisoning your kids?
Right.
Do you heal people with your hands? And do you feed the poor? Like, I don't think you believe in Christ because when I look at your actions, you don't
match it.
You don't match it. I don't know if you believe it.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think it starts with a belief system that, I'm starting to gain an understanding that, in the scripture, like Jesus says, like, I called out my people.
Okay.
Right. And so then it's a matter of just like, for me, it's been like, okay, well, let me look at people's fruit in their lives and then feed into those people. Because, I mean, again, even like Jesus would say, like, I said things in parables because people have ears, but they cannot hear.
Right. And the people that really wanted to know inquired.
Yeah. Yes. And more important, followed.
Yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Because you could have been like, I believe in this chiropractic thing, but I'm not going to get adjusted. Right. And then your story maybe is different. Yeah. Right. The people that have the torn meniscus in their knees are now back to 85% improvement in a couple days. And it's like, if they didn't follow, then the belief didn't mean anything. It's just a belief system that's now going to go away. Right. I used to think, but then it didn't work. So, and I think that's where we're going to be doing a podcast on your
Wednesday. Yeah, it's a recovery on
Wednesday,
record.
right?
Yeah, recovery on record. It's not going to release that day, but they can. It's called Recovery on Record.
Okay.
It's on Spotify.
So for anyone who's struggling with addiction
and looking for modalities, we're gonna have all kinds of topics. We're talking
you better
about.
not use the word modality when I'm on there. I'm going to shut that down.
Okay. So
I'm about helping people remember.
So
I'm not into the whole victim mindset thing.
Okay. It's going to be good. It's going to be good. Yeah. We're going to talk about what has helped you heal.
Yeah.
What has worked for me.
Yeah.
What works for people.
Right.
Parenting.
Right.
Ailments.
How many episodes are on there right now?
Right now there's at least 30, I think.
Okay.
Yeah.
So anyone that's like, and so what kind of person would benefit from it? Does it have to be someone's like drugs or could it be like someone's like, I just want to get off my freaking phone.
I just want to get off because that is addiction.
It's super addiction. Yeah.
Right. So when people think about the word recovery, you put it just to drugs and alcohol.
Right.
No, this is a broad definition of the word recovery. We're talking, recovery from trauma, which is what chiropractic helps do, right? It does.
I cause a little trauma myself also.
I don't think so. I mean, if you're connecting your brain to your body, then you're getting your vagus nerve, in order, then you are healing. Yes. So we're talking the broad definition of the word recovery. You can be in recovery. We're all in recovery from something, let's be honest. If you're raised
or they're not, or they're stuck in addiction.
Yeah. So
maybe that's the better conversation. It's like having people like identify like if they are not happy and they're not strong, right? And that's the thing. It's like people can exist and they're miserable, but they're strong.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah, but that's still sad.
It's real sad. And then there can be people that are happy and they're weak. And that's just as sad. Right. Because as soon as the next hard thing happens, it breaks them.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
Right.
Yeah.
So really it's like finding that combination of happy and strong.
Yeah.
Right. And for me, like I tend to go like polar against everything medicine. So medicine's like taking the word recovery and turning it into like a victim thing of like, you always need to be fighting this thing. What could be a better word than recovery for like happy and strong? That's the goal that we're going for.
I don't know. Healthy. Happy and strong?
Yeah. Is there
good health?
Is there a sexy word that we can use?
I don't know. Can you come up with one?
Maybe. I don't know.
I'm gonna have to think about that.
Because really, it's like recovery in essence it's time to rebrand it.
Yeah.
Right?
It is. I agree with that. So what are we with the word recovery? We're just trying to live self-directed, fulfilled lives.
Fulfilled lives. Yeah.
Yeah. Fulfilled with purpose.
And for me, and I think you fit in the same way, which is why you've done like your coaching, you've done like this wellness certifications, is like, for me, it's like once you kind of bend through it, like now the only joy, for me at least, maybe you're different. Like my joy is like playing with my kids, spending time with my wife, and then like helping other people.
Yes, right? Seeing the transformation.
Yes.
And you have a front row seat to it.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
And it seems like to me, and this is kind of going full circle to say like, kind of an interesting thing as you've kind of we're using Dilaudid and then you had the circle around you that was like reminding you, right?
Yeah.
It's like being I mean that's a pretty rewarding thing to being the person that's like, come this way, right? Yeah. And then getting someone back on track.
Yeah.
Versus being part of the group of people that are like part of it's kind of like a self-suicide almost. It's like a slow suicide addiction is.
It is.
Right?
It actually really is. I did not know that I was suicidal. And I was literally taken a risk at my life every single time I ingested anything. So it's a sad, and you made a good point, because we've got games and phones. And I mean, it's sucking the life out of people. Like, what kind of what kind of life is that? You're stuck in front of a device all the time.
Yeah.
Like, that's not self-fulfilling. That's not happy. You're not getting fresh air.
Yes.
You don't even know what's going on in the world.
Yes.
You are in a cage of the mind.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Strong and happy. That's the goal.
Yeah.
Is be around strong, happy people.
Yes.
Because weak, happy people are just people slowly getting to suicide because they're sad all the time.
Oh,
right? I mean, it's kind of like, how many people have you known that's like, I never would have seen it coming, and all of a sudden they just killed themselves.
Oh, that has happened.
It's happened a ton.
Yes, it has.
Or it's like, and I was thinking, I was running around Lake Loma here, and I run it in the dark. Usually it's either in the morning or in the evening, and I don't wear any reflective gear, and it's
You're living dangerous.
What's that?
You're living
dangerous. It's kind of fun.
Dangerous is kind of fun.
Dangerous is fun. People are like, you moved to the Dominican Republic, isn't it dangerous there? I'm like, oh yeah.
I like to live on the edge.
Yeah, like to ride that edge. Yeah, and so, but what I do is I notice if I wear reflective stuff, people modify their behavior when they see me, so they slow down. But they have headlights on, so they freaking blind me the whole time they slow down. So really, I just like play this game of like switch back and forth on the road so I don't get hit by a car. When this lady pulls up beside me, I almost hit you. She like yells at me, and I'm like, no, you didn't, because I saw you come in. I saw where you were. I changed where I was. You weren't even close to hitting me.
Yeah. And
she wasn't appeased by that answer. She's like, you need to be wearing reflective stuff.
Yeah.
And at this point, I can kind of see her, and she is a pretty significantly overweight human being. And at that point, now I'm like, well, this is a kind human being who cares about my safety, right? She does not want me to get killed.
But what is she doing to herself? What's happening?
And now I'm like, well, like, you're overweight, and which means you definitely don't go to the chiropractor regularly. You definitely don't eat healthy, because again, the chiropractic is about balancing the brain, so our addiction centers aren't in control.
Go off. Yes,
That's
yes.
it.
And food, this food addiction. So I've also lost 80 pounds.
Yes.
Right?
Yep.
Gosh.
Line them up. What addiction have you not had?
Basically, you've had
all of them.
Yes, all of them, right? So yes, yeah.
I feel like I'm usually the worst person, but I feel like maybe I need to take on some bad habits.
Yeah, I've had.
You've overcome more than me.
Yeah, well, maybe, yeah.
For sure.
Yeah. Well, and there was help there, right? I didn't do it on my own, right?
Yeah. Yeah. So this nice woman who's trying to help me by telling me I should be more safe, right? And then I took a moment where I'm like, maybe I should be like, hey, should we examine your life? And that's the thing that's the real answer to the question is like, would that be helpful? No, like, because
you're just gonna make her mad.
This is gonna make her mad.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be insulting to her,
right?
And then she's gonna feel bad about herself, and then she's gonna go eat her 6-pack of donuts.
Oh,
you know that's the case, right? So instead, what I said is, "Thank you for caring."
Oh.
Yeah.
Did she change her demeanor?
No, she just kind of drove away. And she's like, I walk out here too. And I was like, I think we had a bonding moment at that moment.
Was that bonding?
It was bonding. Yeah. Yeah.
Well, hurt people hurt people.
I know.
So she's not feeling very well about herself. So she has to go off on somebody.
Well, I think I didn't realize this until right now. Like what we just said, like, it's like we want to help other people, right? Especially when you've been through something.
Yeah.
You're like, I want to help people that are going through it.
But they have to want to help themselves first. You want to help people, but you can't drag them. You can't, it's like that whole lead a horse to water deal. No, that is actually it's in one of my statements. I help people help themselves.
Well, so now I'm going to tell you a trick.
Okay.
Let's go face down. It's a trick. This is a neuro hack that Shay, you probably don't know this either. How do people become people that want to help themselves?
That is a good question.
And so I'll give you a neurological answer. You have them activate the prefrontal cortex.
How do you do that?
Well, so right there, right now, when I put these wedges in, see how that immediately relaxes the calves? It's because I directly stimulated the lumbosacral plexus, which then activates the prefrontal cortex by 20 to 25%.
Wow.
Which is why the shoulders relax as soon as you do it. So, and this is like the brilliant part about chiropractic care, is that people come to chiropractors for like whatever random reason, right? Pain or anxiety or whatever it is. But what we notice coming up is I've had so many people that when they start to get adjusted, like they like over time they're like, hey, I just decided I wasn't going to use morphine anymore.
Oh.
Because the prefrontal cortex is the part of our brain that sequentially plans.
Yeah. Okay.
Right?
So that pleasure center you're talking about.
The advanced cognitive center.
Okay.
Because the pleasure center is the dopamine production, which is the substantia nigra. And that sucker is super weak because we artificially deaden it with technology, with food, with alcohol, with drugs.
Whatever feels good.
Whatever feels good in the moment. I don't even know about whatever feels good, but whatever makes us feel less bad, right?
Oh,
I don't see anyone that's
just trying to cover up, just trying to create a different feeling.
A different feeling than like, I feel bad, feel different.
Right.
But once that part of the neurology turns on, they all of a sudden start to think, well, if I do this, then this will happen. And then when I do this, this will happen. And then I'll do this happen, where the addict's mind or the survival mind, and maybe it's probably a better term, is the survivor's mind. Yeah. It's like, I need to do this so this doesn't happen. Right? They only are one step ahead.
Yeah.
Right? So every time you adjust them, it turns on that part of the brain. So really, it's just a matter of giving people the tools to activate that part of the brain. And that's where I wrote 2 books. I wrote the Fog to Fire book, which you have a copy of in your member library.
Yeah.
And I have an audiobook too. And then the Get Paid, Get Laid. And really what I've realized is like, it's better to do the Fog to Fire first. Because it's just
that's
like,
the ebook, yeah?
That's the ebook. Well, they're both on ebook and audiobook, but it allows people more to like start to kind of unwind their situation, where like the Get Paid, Get Laid is kind of like an hour with me here. It's like we dive in.
Yeah, and go deep. Yeah.
I go deep.
Yeah.
Real deep. Until both of us are satisfied. Am I lying?
You're telling the truth.
I know. Thank you.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so as we close out of this one, we did a lot.
We did.
What words of encouragement would you have for someone who's maybe struggling with any kind of addiction?
Well,
Or you tell them to stop being a bitch.
No.
Okay.
I can say,
Stop making bad choices.
No.
Okay, don't do that.
Your life can change. Are you willing? Are you ready?
Are you willing? Are you ready?
Yeah.
To be happy
And healthy.
and strong.
Yes.
Yes, healthy is like one of those things.
Is it? Okay. Because
it's like,
happy and strong.
Because everyone knows what strong is, right?
Yeah.
But healthy is like, oh, I don't currently have any negative health consequences.
A lot of people don't even know what healthy is.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm like, I can't even use that word. It's
Right,
like,
yeah.
it's like my friend, my wife's cousin's husband, like his dad is like a Issaquah, well-off man, not that old,
Right.
was healthy until he just died of a heart attack. He was healthy until he had a heart attack and died.
Was he happy and strong?
I would say that given the fact that he just died suddenly, he may have presented as happy and strong. But
yes.
I would say if your heart isn't able to maintain blood circulation, you are not strong,
Right.
and you are
Not happy. Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, I would agree. Yeah.
So your life can change. It just comes down to one question. Are you ready?
Are you ready? 2, are you willing? Are you ready? Right?
Yeah.
And then you have to be willing to do
Yes.
there's steps involved. There's some work involved.
It's like one step, right?
Yeah.
Because that's it. Like take the first step,
Yeah.
and take the next step.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Comment below if you'd like to talk more with April, because she does coaching. She does. She's working on programs. She's writing a book right now. She's going to be coming out and co-hosting retreats at the Symmetry Oasis in the Dominican Republic in this next year.
Yes.
And we're doing a podcast. So what's the name of the podcast?
Recovery
again?
on Record.
Recovery on Record.
And look out for She Recovers.
She Recovers is the name of the book. Okay.
All right. Thanks.
Happy and strong. Go deep. And make sure that everyone's satisfied. I can't even get this button to turn out. I don't know.
We're still live.
And we're still